In this tutorial we're going to create a website under maintenance screen, much like the one you can see here. Now this is a great way of hiding your website in the background, perhaps while you're building your website, so your clients or your visitors don't see your website in its unfinished form. So this is a website I'm currently working on at the minute. It's still very much a work in progress, and I'm probably going to be spending the next couple of weeks working on this one. So in the meantime, I don't want my visitors to see the website in its unfinished form. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a landing page like this one that's going to hide our website and allows us to continue building it in the background whilst our visitors are just presented with this screen here. So in order to do that, what we need to do is go to the Selfie websites and the client area. So once you've logged into the client area, you need to locate the plugins section, and it's this plugin here, the site under maintenance one, which we want. So we're going to click this button here for more info, and that's going to take us to the plugin screen itself. Now all we need to do is click the download plugin button. That's going to download a zip file to our computer. Now the zip file is the plugin, and we don't need to open it at this stage. What we're going to do is we need to go back to our website, and you need to log in as an administrator to your site, and we need to go to the back end of a website, and from the toolbar down the left hand side it's this section here called plugins where we need to go. So click that link there, and we want to add a new plugin, so click the add new button. And we're going to be uploading a plugin, so click this link here that says upload, and that will give you the option to choose a file which you want to upload. So if we click that link there, that will take you to a browser screen where you can browse for the file which we've just downloaded. So we want to find the download section, and the zip file which we just downloaded, the easy maintenance mode coming soon, should be there. So we're simply going to double click that, and that's going to select that as an option, and now we just need to click the install now button, and that's going to install that plugin to our website. This may take a moment or two. You can see a progress bar down here, gives you a percentage, and that will give you an idea of how much longer it's going to take to install. Shouldn't take more than a minute or two. Now once it's installed, you should get a screen that looks something like this. So installing the plugin installed successfully, and you have a link to activate that plugin, so click that link there and that's going to activate it. Now once activated, we can now go into the settings and start configuring this plugin to give us a landing page like this one here. Okay, so we've now installed the plugin, and what you'll notice on the left hand toolbar is an additional option for easy maintenance mode will have appeared. Now that's our plugin, so if we click on that link there, that will give us a range of options that allow us to configure this plugin. Now first up, within general settings, we've got two options, disabled and enable maintenance mode. Now by default it will be set to disabled. Now that means your maintenance mode is currently disabled, so you will not have a website under maintenance screen like this. So if we want to create that, what we need to do is click that option here to enable maintenance mode, and that will then hide our website behind this maintenance screen that we're going to create. Now your headline can be anything you like. On here, this is our headline here, so we just drop that into here, and your description again can be anything you like. On this maintenance page, I've just said to like us on Facebook and included a link to our Facebook page, just to prompt people to follow us on Facebook, so we can simply do that, but feel free to add whatever wording you want. Google Analytics code, if you have that tracking code, feel free to drop that in there. If you don't have that, or you don't know what that is, don't worry, you don't need to add anything in here for the purpose of this plugin to actually work, so we're going to leave that blank. And then here we have the options to add links to our social media profiles. So if you have a Twitter account or Google Plus account or Facebook account, you can add your Facebook URL into there or your Twitter URL into there. I'm just going to type a couple of random letters in there just to activate this option so you can see it working, but you'll be wanting to actually add your URL for that. So don't forget to save your changes when you've made any changes, so we'll click that button there to save. Okay, so you're probably wondering what it looks like at this stage, so we can do that by clicking this link here, Live Preview, and that will show us what our landing page looks like. So this is currently activated, and as you can see, here's our wording and our description and our links to our social media profiles. However, the background looks a bit bland at the minute. It's just a solid blue colour, and I think we're going to change that to something a bit more interesting, so we'll liven it up with some kind of background image. So let's do that next. So to do that, we're going to go back, so click the back button on your browser here to go back to the settings page, and this time we want design settings, so click that link there and that will give you some additional options to change the background. So currently it's set to a background colour, so if you do want to change the colour you can do that very easily by simply clicking this colour here, and we can, if we hold down the left mouse icon, we can then change to whatever colour or variation of colour that we want. However, we're not going to have a background colour, we're going to have a background image instead. So what we're going to do is click here, and that's going to give us a drop down list to choose a static background image. So let's choose that option, and I can then upload a background image, and it gives us the option to upload it from our computer. So we're going to select that file to upload it. You want to make sure your background image you use is a large image, so you want it to be at least sort of 1,000 pixels wide. You'll probably recognise this image from the website that I first showed you, but we're going to have something slightly different for this one. So let's use this nice red lavish one. So we're going to simply just double click on that to select that file, and that's going to upload that file to our website. Now once it's uploaded, just scroll down and just make sure where you get to the size options that it's set to full size, and then you want to insert that into your post, and that will insert that image file into your website. Now be sure to save your changes at this point, so let's click that to save changes, and then let's have a preview of what that actually looks like. So let's take a look now. As you can see, the background image is now changed to give me something a bit more interesting for my maintenance page. So we'll just go back to the settings screen, and that effectively, in a nutshell, is how you can create your maintenance page. Don't forget that when you are ready to launch your website, you'll just need to disable the maintenance mode. You can click that there, and you'll need to save that change when you're ready to disable it. But before I leave you, one other useful addition to this plugin is what you'll notice is when this plugin is activated, so you've enabled the maintenance mode, what you'll see when you're within the back end of your website is this green box at the top will say maintenance mode enable, and that's just a prompt just to remind you that you have your maintenance mode enabled. So you can then click that link and that will take you straight into the settings page here. So that's just a quick way of being able to add a very simple landing page to your site, or maintenance page, which effectively hides your website in the background. Great way to allow you to build the website without your visitors seeing it in its unfinished form.